Okay, so here it is. It's a men's goings are of the Lord. How can a man then understand his own way? You know. So basically, whatsoever man do, man, is the will of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahweh man. It's the scripture saying in the book of Romans, who had resisted his will. You know what I mean? Um, so the Lord is the potter, man, and it put you in whatever direction you're going, man. So if you're out here speaking the truth, man, the Lord is the one put a spirit on you. And if you write it down, the Lord put a spirit on you to write it down. You know what I mean? And the skills to write it down also is given by the Lord. Yeah? So all things come from him. And if you're out here in error, it's the same by the Lord, man. You know, let's speak about the part of error. This is Job. Um, Job 12 and 16. It said, with him is strength and wisdom. You know, the deceived and the deceiver are his. So if a man out here speaking lies, man, you know, the Lord is the one who put a spirit on him to speak lies, to deceive. You know, Esau is out here deceiving because the Lord put that spirit on him. He was created to deceive. Yeah, so he was created to be the devil. That's so-called white man for you. You know, he is created to be that. You know, um, and we know that when Jake say, "Yo, man, write the Bible," he's referring also to the so-called white man here, because one of the things is that this slave masters are the one that introduced it to the scriptures. So therefore, it cannot be something good for us. You know what I mean? But even that is a part of the deception. You know, and the Lord want to have you in that limbo. You know, letting your tables be made a snare unto you. You know what I mean? Because it's not meant for all Israel to learn this truth at this point in time. So it wasn't given the power of discernment to discern what is true from what is a lie. It wasn't given the power to pick the bones out of the meat, you know, and receive the meat only, you know. And when I say bones, I'm referring to the bones as you know, likened unto lies, you know, and the meat as likened unto truth. Yeah. All right. You know, and as we said before, the skill, all skills basically, you know, cometh from the Lord, man. You know, to write, to speak, you know, and the opposite, you know, as I keep on showing you the balance. This is the case with Moses. You know, Moses was complaining that he can't speak that well. You know what I mean? And this is how the Lord respond. You see? He said, and the Lord, this is Exodus 4 and 11. He said, and the Lord said unto him, who had made made man's mouth, who maketh the dumb, or the deaf, or the seen, or the blind? Yeah, have not the Lord. So if you can see, if you can understand truth, if you can discern truth, the Lord will give you that ability. If you're blind, the Lord made you to be blind and not receive the truth, whether it want to be physically or spiritually blind, you know, even dumb. Yeah. So the Lord is the one who will do that, you know. So while I say men in the highway and byway speaking this truth, man, the Lord put that spirit on them to do so. We were going our own way until the Lord bring us out there doing what we are doing. Or even doing these lessons, man. You know, it wasn't in our plan for life. You know, plan out for life. This wasn't part of the plan. You know, but the Lord take us and start having us doing this. You know, and we believe that what we are teaching is the truth. And a matter of fact, we believe that it's the 100% truth. And 100% doesn't mean all truth that exists, but everything that we are speaking pertaining to the scriptures are 100% truth. Yeah. Yeah, that's what we are saying. When I say all the truth that exists is that we have, you know, what we have, we're speaking it 100% with no lies involved. And when a man feel offended about we saying that we're speaking 100% truth, you feel offended, what we should have a certain percentage truth, then what the other percentage is gonna be? Lies. You see that? Crazy, man. So even in that case, man, you should have the power of discernment. Lord have to give you that power to basically cipher out the truth. So everything that men do, man, it seems off the surface, where they want to be technology, where they want to be regular skills, whatsoever. The Lord give you that wisdom to do it, man. All wisdom cometh from the Lord, man. All wisdom cometh from the Lord. The wisdom to do evil, the wisdom to do good cometh from the Lord, man. A matter of fact, I get one more precept here concerning what a man speak. This is this is Ecclesiastes 14:9. It says, if a prophet be deceived when he had spoken a thing, I the Lord had deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him and will destroy him from the midst of my people. So even the pastors in the churches, man, they're sincerely wrong. The Lord deceived them. The Lord put the power of deception on them to deceive the people, and they themselves are deceived. Yeah? You see that? Hey, trust me, man. Hey, the Lord is to be feared, man. Because the Lord could put a spirit and that on you, in order to get rid of your ass. But anyway, so the saying that men write the Bible, doesn't discredit the Bible, man. If you're trying to use that as a malicious way to basically, to discredit the Bible, that's basically what I want to get into. When that was a color lolly, how Bashim, or Shai Bashim, Kakodash, the balance to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the elect of the nation of Israel. Shalom.